Areas like Bwaise with poor sanitation and makeshift structures typify slums in Kampala. Scores of children here are not enrolled in school and could in later years make easy pickings for criminals. Many residents live a dejected life and have resorted to drinking as well as the use of drugs. They are on the fringes of society, and the squalor in which they live only gets worse during the rainy season. It is estimated that in 20 years, over 30 million Ugandans will call slums their home. Concerned that slums like this one could turn into a breeding ground for radicalization, extremism, and violent crime, the European Union and its partners today launched a 16.4 billion initiative dubbed Strengthening Social Cohesion and Stability in Slum Populations.
They will be living in conditions where maybe there are services, maybe there are not. And if they are not, you don't have to be a genius to forecast that some will feel marginalized. And then we have seen across the world that it takes just a little spark, some misguided ideology, religion that is misunderstood, and then suddenly you have the spark of a fire.
Among the numerous challenges that need to be addressed is the wrong perception about slum dwellers.
Recently, when I was in Serena, I had gone for a conference. Can you imagine just introducing myself as somebody from Bwaise? People started checking their bags.
Even I myself, when I find young people, when I'm speaking to them in the community, I tell them, when you find police, run. Because you know, what happens is when police find you, unless you're dressed in a suit, even if you're smart and getting home, normally they will arrest you and tell you you're idle and disorderly, and probably you end up somewhere.
The State Minister for Internal Affairs, Obiga Kania, however, says he will work to change the police's approach in dealing with communities.
We would like to change the perception to a point where, in the first instance, when you get a problem, the first people you think of are the police.
Among the beneficiaries of such initiatives in Bwaise is Ronald Mpuga, who has invented a radio transmitter.
This is a speaker for testing that the signal is passing through. I put on the transmitter as you are seeing it here. This is what transmits to the receivers at home.
The 24-year-old Mpuga spent 500,000 to come up with such technology and believes that many more youth living in the slums could benefit from such skills.
I think the government should come in, because now we are making these things. If the government doesn't help us, I will take it to under my bed and I keep it there for years and years.
Although there are good programs such as vocational schools for slum dwellers, the attitude towards them remains poor.
So young people first embrace or go first to welcome things like sports betting, like gambling and things like that.
Some argue that what a slum dweller wants is now a decent life, motivation and source of income. Although the European Union and other development partners are trying so hard to ensure that slums do not turn into the heartbeat of radicalism and also violent crime, it will take concerted effort to change the state of affairs, or else the people continue to live in such deplorable conditions will always pose a security threat in the future. Sudhir Ruhanga, NTV, Bwaise.